The question that is on everybody's mind is the 9% corporate tax going to kill Dubai? Are people going to flock out of Dubai, leave the UAE, sell their properties just because this 9% tax is coming? I personally obviously do not agree with the decision of imposing this 9% tax, which is going to hit all companies, mainland companies, free zones, any company that you incorporate and then you get a visa, especially if you become a UAE tax resident, you will have to pay this 9% corporate tax. There is a threshold, there is some exceptions, some small business relief. You can obviously draw a salary from your company and then not pay tax since there is no personal income and there is no capital gains. So if your company is used to make investments, then those investments could technically not be paid tax because they are capital gains, or you could just pay yourself a salary, although there are salary limits. So if your company makes $10 million, you can't just pay yourself $4 or $5 million. That's not how it works. There are some salary limits. They are published and you can check those out in the link in the description to know how much you're going to pay yourself. And then obviously you're going to have some company profit on which you will have to pay some tax. I don't really think people are going to leave Dubai just because of this 9%. Some people that really wanted that 0% tax lifestyle and don't want to settle for anything else, 2%, 3% is too much, 9% will be too much, and they will leave. But that's going to be 1% of the people that move to Dubai. The people that see it as kind of a trap. They brought us to Dubai with the 0%, now they're charging us with the 9%. That's a trap, I'm going to leave. The rest of the people, they will look at what other options they have to go back to their home country, to the UK, to the US, pay 25, 30% corporate tax, 50% personal income tax, or go to other jurisdictions where they will pay at least 5 to 10% corporate tax. Other jurisdictions are not really livable, very small islands, like for example, you can pay zero tax in St. Kitts and Nevis, or in Antigua, or in the Cayman Islands, or Bahamas. But not everybody wants to live in a Caribbean island. So they want to live in a place that is developed, that is connected with the rest of the world, that has millions of people, that has great networking with other millionaires and billionaires and decamillionaires, 100 millionaires. They want that developed place. They want access to the brands around the world. They want a place that has many people from all over the world that speaks English, and they're going to try to find that place. And unfortunately, there is not such a place. I've traveled through many different countries. Right now, I'm in Oman, the Sultanate, right next to the United Arab Emirates, in this beautiful Ritz-Carlton hotel. Highly recommend Oman. Very underrated country. Oman is technically tax-free. There are some ways of paying 0% tax, but it is not as livable as the UAE. Dubai is way better than pretty much any other place around the world that you want to live in. Away from the wokeness, sort of traditional lifestyle, although in dating you do have to be careful. You have great infrastructure, things work, and things work fast. And although the government hasn't been extremely straightforward, the taxes change from time to time. It's a little bit chaotic. They just have to follow the orders of Europe, of the United States. They have to raise their taxes, unfortunately, to get out of the gray list, to have better relationships with other countries around the world, because they don't want to be a gray listed jurisdiction. They don't want to be a blacklisted jurisdiction like they are in Portugal. They want to have better relationships with the rest of the world, so they have to add these taxes. This is not going to push people away, and I do not recommend you to leave Dubai just because of this 9%. If you're living in Dubai, if you're taking advantage of Dubai, of the healthcare, of the roads, of the great networking, of the great buildings, of the infrastructure, 9% is fine. You can take advantage of some deductions. You can pay out yourself a salary, pay other people a salary. Overall, try to avoid some of the tax with legal strategies. We only follow legal strategies, but pay that 9%. And I'll be happy to pay that. It's completely fine. It doesn't make me as happy as 0%, but I'm still okay with that low tax rate that is lower than pretty much any other place that you would want to live in. Now, one more way that you can use Dubai as a potential way to avoid taxes in another country is, for example, if you're taking advantage of a lump sum tax program or of a tax exemption. In the case of Spain with the Beckham law, I'm actually applying for the Beckham law. It is a 5 to 6 year tax exemption on foreign income. What you could do in this case is live in Spain, a very high tax country, where they don't tax your foreign earned income. Therefore, your Dubai company that is paying that 9% only pays that 9% in Dubai and then doesn't pay that 9% or anything else in Spain. So you're essentially just paying 9% on a country where you would theoretically pay 50% or more. And the same thing you can do by moving from a country like the UK, where you'd be paying more than 20% and then you're paying 50% personal income tax, you could move to Dubai, pay 9%, and that's all you're going to do, all you're going to pay in taxes. For US citizens, this actually works really well because you have to pay the GILTI tax. If you own the company 100% or more than 50%, you have to pay tax back to the United States, 10.5%. You can go to Dubai, pay 9%, and then pay 1.5% to the US. So you're not paying that 10.5% to the US by just being a US citizen and them doing absolutely nothing and wasting your money. You're paying 9% to Dubai, where they're actually using your money to improve the infrastructure and overall improve the country. If you're looking to move to Dubai, establish a company, get residency and Dubai to escape your high tax country and pay lower taxes, check out this video right here on how to move to Dubai and get Dubai residency in 30 days or less. We can help you with the entire process. We help more than 500 people do it. Check out this video right here.